Hello, welcome to the Out There channel. My computer's a wee bit slow at the moment, so we'll see how we go. Hopefully it will speed up. I'll just cue some music, see if anyone pops on, and if QVid is around, he might help us out on the channel with some of the UFO analysis. We're going to look at a MUFON case and maybe a few other videos, viral videos that have gone to the web lately. I think we're getting camera dropout on Google there. Like I said, it might speed up when I close down some things here. Let's cue some new photos. I'm not sure you think it's working. Now, there's my alien light. Looks pretty cool. So, who we got around here? Goro's World of Mysteries, how are ya? Yeah, it's all good here. Just a few backaches, that's all. I'll try and do an hour or two on the stream tonight. Look at some UFO stuff. Waiting for people to show up before I begin. If you're about, just say hello on the side chat there. Don't be shy. Lurkers, reveal yourself. I don't know if QVid's around. I know he works mornings. He may not even show up tonight. So, what other images have we got? Is the audio too loud? It's normally hard to get it just right with. It's a wee bit hard to get it just right. Sometimes it peaks. I think it's to do with the noise cancelling stuff.
Eggs, toast, gas, fish. What's your favourite dish? Come on. Eggs, toast, gas, fish. What's your favourite dish? Eggs, toast, gas.
I'm broadcasting live from New Zealand. Bottom of the world here. I have I had opened up the original graphic so you can see where I'm broadcasting from. You won't see me because the cam's not very good at night time. I normally just stick with the old static. Let's see, there's some other images here I've been sharing lately. There's the blow up alien I got from a festival in Australia back in 2001, maybe. Still in the cupboard, still blows up. I'm going to see what we got. Just two. I might begin in a minute without people watching. A lot of people tend to watch after it's ended. Where's the outside camera? Oh, right. Just checking out a few things here still. The outside camera is not showing too much because it goes through the window of the house, and all we can see is a street light out there, which if I wiggled around the camera we could say was a UFO and fake it like a lot of the UFO channels out there. Let's see, go for the one that's outside. It's on infrared. It detects the one in the other window. Infrared. That's what it's like outside at the moment. We can't see any spiders or bugs flying around that cause the UFO effects. It would be good if we had some bugs so we can actually say, well, that's what you get on an infrared home security camera. You can see that the infrared LEDs light up the tree there, the bush in front of the camera. You can see that trees and lots of things out there give off some sort of heat which changes the shade of colour on the screen. I'll just wind down the music. And my mouse will work. I've got too much going on my poor little computer here. Most professionals have probably a streaming computer and a demonstration one. So I just have to make do with what rubbish I have here. So let's switch to the desktop, and I've done a few changes to it. I've increased the pixel range on it, and I'm experimenting with the side chat also on the desktop there, so we can see who's connecting. So what happens is if I have to edit a video later, the side chat that Google provides disappears. This is one way of preserving some of the links we post into the video description for people to have a look at. So let's bring up Google. It's probably going to drop out where it starts because it's going to use some CPU. Yep, just as I thought. I think it's plugging along. I'm sure I clicked it, but maybe I'll do it again. There we go. Probably started up just as I did it. Just check the position on the screen. Still looking good. Oh yeah, it did drop out like I said it would. When it drops out, it just puts up my logo icon. But it is free, and it sort of works. As you can see, I've reduced the size of the fonts and stuff, so it's going to be a bit harder to read unless you're doing 1020p or higher. Now, I will zoom in like this so you can read stuff, because I won't be able to read it either because it is pretty small on the second screen. So, have we got anyone else around? I think I'll just start. So, first of all, I'm just going to look at a... so it's stuck on the screen here. Yeah. Yeah, just got to find out the video link. Got many windows open here. Okay, this one here from third phase off the moon, come out a couple of days ago. I'll just post it up here, get it loaded, and I'll pause it. We'll only be watching a clip of it to be fair use under copyright, so we can do our commentary and analysis on it, and also there won't be any sound. So is that coming across all right? Yeah. I need to bring up the screen again just to check it. Oh yeah. So just pause it. Now, that's interesting. And I'll paste the link into the side chat if you want to have a look at it with us. Anyone that wants to live analyze it. It also gives them some publicity, I guess, but that's life. Did that come all right? Let's see. So we'll be looking at that one. I think third phase changed the colours to try and bring it out. We'll have a look at the original one also, which is in the description there. There's my mouse showing up. Can't quite see. So we'll just play a wee clip of it anyway and see what you think. Now, can you see it? It's like a little dot on the screen. And it's moving around like the guys are drunk. Imbecile, I don't know, but yeah. Normally you lean against a tree or something and you stabilize the footage as best you can. And you zoom in and stays zoomed in. You don't zoom in and out all the time. Don't look like much, does it? They're saying it's not a plane, not a plane. Look at it. Who would move a camera around like that? So we're going to have to answer some questions to this. Is it dropping out still? Looks like it's dropping out still. Damn, Google. Look as it moves towards the tree. Hopefully you're going to see this bit. See, doesn't make sense how it's sort of being moved around like this. As it gets near the tree, we want to see if it goes behind the tree. Come on, come on. Did it go behind the tree? Did anyone notice? Oh, look, we've got some zooming now. It's two white blobs now. See, it's got a funny pattern on the screen there. Does that look like it's being filmed outside? What do you reckon? Is this guy filming it through a car window, house? We'll probably have to turn on caps, see what they're saying. And it's normally a load of rubbish, no analysis done. Is something alright? So yeah, probably enough for that one. So let's have a look down the screen here, see what it says. And it's saying Texas Paranormal Sean. So we want to copy the address and paste it into another tab. So I'll post it also into the side chat for people. Is QVid around yet? I'm hoping to speed this up a bit. I need to close down some programs. So, okay, here's the same video. Looks identical to what's on third face. Now, as you know, small channels associate with large channels, also known as hoaxer channels. If you've been watching my stuff, to get subs and to get more views, which equals more ad cash. Now, to me, that funny pattern that we're seeing suggests that there's something not quite right going on here, like it's being filmed through some sort of glass panel. Now, does he give us any info here? I was going to paste that link for everyone. I caught this today on my full spectrum Sony Handycam. Now, does the full spectrum cause that strange halo effect that we're seeing, or is that really a reflection of some glass that's happening? I zoomed in, give you guys a perspective. It had some odd movement. Yeah, I reckon it's you moving it around, mate. Now, he hasn't given us a source link to it, so experts can download it via Google Drive and we can put it through our software analysis that we've been doing over the last couple of weeks with other videos. And because of copyright, we can't sort of stick it into a YouTube download thing and use YouTube's version. We really want the original source so we can look at metadata, but looks like we're not going to get it from this guy. So I'll just paste that link, although you can get it from the other link I posted. Set going. So there we go. So that's the video they got it from. Also, it's best to check out the channel, see what other videos they got up, if they look a wee bit scammy, hoaxy. But why, if this guy filmed a UFO, why wasn't it submitted to MUFON? You know, he's only just put it up on his own channel. So I could go outside, film that white blob in the street light, you know, and wiggle it around and say it's a UFO and stick it up on the channel and get lots of views. Share it to the hoax channels. This is what a lot of these guys do. So let's click on his name here. He still hasn't even given us any details like date and time of the sighting in the description. What videos has this guy got? Now, when I looked at him before Third Phase put him up, he only had 200 subs, so he's doubled that. And so he's a ghost hunter doing EVPs. So he's using his full spectrum camera to do ghost stuff. And looks like he's got some other UFO sightings here. So if we go back to that video again. Back one. Now, has he got any extra information so we can plug it into Plane Finder software? Doesn't look like it. He hasn't got any closed caps on this either. No CC, he's got it turned off. So that's not very helpful, is it? And if we look at some of the comments here, Third Phase brought me here. There you go. That's what he was hoping for. Third Phase, Third Phase. So you got a boost from Third Phase. Good on you, mate. As soon as you associate with Third Phase or ST10, you instantly put in the hoaxer category. Now, I think it's just a reflection of a light on a window. Just have a sort of strange pattern happening here. I wonder if we can... See, what happens is a lot of these can be done simply with a ceiling light in the kitchen, or one of those spotlights in the kitchen, or a couple of them next door to each other. And you can simply angle your camera in the right spot, especially with a full spectrum, because it's going to pick up more different lights range and show it up better. I was actually going to try and simulate this video for everybody today, but I forgot. So what we can do is we can take a snapshot of that. See how it sort of went to the tree and then suddenly pulled away? I wonder if we can pin it on that tree as it comes over. That looks like a plane. Yeah, keep zooming in. So normally I install some snapshot software. Nimbus. Perhaps I need to install the add-on now. Just makes it easy. So this install add-on. I think it's called Nimbus. Chrome. I should have put this in earlier. So I just want the screen snapshot. Didn't know they had a video recorder version. Haven't tried that one. And I assume that's the right one. I'll just add it and try it out. Am I still broadcasting? Sound's still working. I've got to keep check on it myself if QVid's not around, because sometimes it crashes on me. So what's that saying? Add app. What I did. Chicken. Looks like it's added. And we should have a new icon up the top. Although I don't see it. Should be an N symbol. Might be the wrong one. We'll figure it out. Is that in the corner now? Can't quite see. Perhaps you have to restart. Extinctions. Oh. Perhaps it's not a Chrome app we need. Let's put it as a separate program by the looks of it. Is it? Doesn't look like the right one. I'll just check on this other one I've got set up. I think we need Nimbus capture. Not Nimbus screenshot. I must have different stuff. Let's try again. How can we search up here? Capture. Probably was that other one after all. Research. Yeah. So could be that one. It doesn't look like the right icon. Screen capture. Web page. It does sound like the right one. Let's click it and see. It's got the right word extension, so it takes forever to install, doesn't it? I wonder if I can speed up this computer a bit. Hello, I hear something.
Yeah, hello, Paul.
Oh yeah, Withers, were you sleeping or just got in?
No, I finished late today.
Ah, they got you working longer hours for the same pay.
Basically.
Yes, we had one person here, but I think I scared him off when I started talking about third phase. But anyway, I was trying to install the screen snap software I use to capture the screen, and it's got this word chicken for some reason. Sometimes Chrome stuffs up, doesn't it? And it's not added it here yet, so I don't know what's going on. I think it's the right one, because I was just talking about that one on third phase.
The one we discussed.
Yeah, this one here in Texas. Now, I was talking to Texas Jane, whether she heard this one, because she gets a lot of reports sent to her to investigate and add it to her own UFO database. But this guy here is using a full spectrum camera, but you can see that it has some sort of halo effect happening when he zooms in and out. Now, because I ain't got a full spectrum camera, I never had a play with it. I don't know how it interacts with a glass window, whether it causes that sort of halo effect. But I've seen it on ghost hunters shows and not seen any strange halo effect happening from what I can recall. Oh look, it's finally installed. I'm just wondering if I can speed up some things here. I've got too much running, I think. I'll just check. So I've just shown them another add-on I use for snapshotting web pages, which is quite handy for Chrome, and it's called Nimbus. And I think it's opened up some README, and it adds a little N symbol up here that you can click, and gives you a whole list of options where you can do a full page, do a selected scroll, so you can actually scroll down the page and do a big image of several pages together. It's quite powerful software. So it looks like the right one. And it should now be in the list. It is on the extensions. So it's called Nimbus Screenshot and Screen Video Recorder. I've not tried the video recorder bit. I think that's newly added to it. Whoop, clicked the wrong bit one there. What's that thing I just clicked? Okay. What I've done is I've increased the pixels, the X and Y pixels on the second screen. As you can see, it's a lot smaller. But I've tried to add the side chat on here so you can see if anyone's dropping on. Looks like I might need to reduce this width a wee bit. So we've got QVid here, and there's
would you like me to invite Gyro in? He's not a person that will overtalk anybody.
Oh, you know him, do you?
Oh yeah, he's a very good friend, Gyro. I actually had him modded.
Yeah, sure, he can join us if he wants. I thought I scared him off before. I know people are really a bit sensitive when it comes to the UFO topic. I think I can close down this other thing on this other screen.
Gyro, I've sent you the link in your privates on Hangouts. If you would like to pop in.
Yeah, looks like I can close this other program down. It should give us a wee bit more speed. I don't know, my computer's been running a bit slow lately. Maybe I need to clean off stuff. Yeah, I'll just be with you in a minute. Okay. So slow, man. No, I'm clicking things here and it's not responding. Okay. And I've got this other one to close down too. That should be better. Should give me another 10% CPU. Yeah, so yep, we got the screen snap software, so now we can close that one down. And I was going to take a snapshot of this one here. So what was interesting, as it seemed to be going near the tree, he suddenly changes the direction of the camera and it moves away again. Now, if that was a spot on the window, you could simply move left and right with the camera, couldn't you, and change the angle of what you're filming. What I was going to do is try and simulate it to try and prove the point. So let's take a snap of this. And we can do a selected area. Let's see if it works. It gives us this little box here. It shows how much we're selecting off the screen. So we can actually select all the image or part of the image. Just release once you're happy and hit the tick. You might want to install it on your Chrome and have a play with it. It's quite good. And that should save it. Looks like it's come up on the other screen.
Gyro won't be able to pop in. He's on his way to work or about to go to work.
Oh, okay, no problem. Anyone can join us as long as they behave. So now we've got screenshot and it's going to put it in pulled downloads, which is the default folder. I should have changed that. So we'll just leave it there then, because I've got both bookmarked. And we can open it here if we want to. But we'll just go to the folder on the desktop. Should be that one at the bottom. So I've got downloads on J drive, which is on a USB drive. And this downloads is actually on my solid state drive in the laptop. And it's opened it up on the wrong screen. So I'll just bring it across. And that's another case I'm going to look at later. But here's the screen snapshot. And we can zoom in onto this. And we can start to see the pixel levels off the screen snapshot. So what I was hoping for was obviously a source link to the video. Honest people provide the source link. And to me, that doesn't even look remotely like a UFO. And what could it be? It could be a number of things. A reflection on a window.
Which
It
is,
could be a kite.
in my opinion,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it is. The person who has filmed this, I think, is being deceptive completely, and that is why it didn't go behind the tree, because you would have seen it in front of the tree.
Yep. That's right. It could even have a piece of glass with a image on it that you just simply slide in front of your camera towards the tree and back again. It could be just a, like a paint drip on the glass, if you know what I mean, on a bit of glass, and you just slide it back and forth. There's a lot of tricks they do in the ghost movies. You know how they do reflections onto glass using bright lights and mirrors. Darren Brown did a really good video. Have you seen that one? Where he shows how you can get an apparition to show in the hallway. Have you seen that one? I think I've shared it.
I've seen a number of different ones. Ones where they use glass on a 45-degree angle. One where they use.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah. Ah, right.
Maybe you can find it and just quickly show people what we mean. But yeah, I'm just wondering how we can analyze this video if we ain't got a source now.
There are too many times during this video, as the person who's filming it moves the camera, the actual object moves at the same time.
Well,
now, that can happen occasionally, purely by accident, but it happens too many times.
That's right. At the beginning, because you went here, I said he moves the camera like he's a drunken imbecile. But yeah, if you go right back to the beginning here, we'll just play some of it again. Because we ain't got the sound on. Okay, he did have a date on it. So why hasn't he got that in the description? He's got nothing in the description. 00, no details, no time, and no source link. Now, why didn't he submit it to MUFON? Say, hey, I'll submit it to MUFON, they haven't looked at it yet. So to me, that's just adding up to suspicion. So what we could do is we could plug that into, but we haven't got a time, have we? We've only got a date here. So we can plug it into Plane Finder, but we really need a rough time. 24-hour period, it could be a lot of planes flying around. But there is a plane that does fly past. And yeah, it'd be just too hard to pin it without any information. I don't know if anyone down here has asked the question or whether he's replied. But a lot of them are saying, I'm from third phase to come to see you. Which is what he wanted, because at the time when he gave this the third phase, it was only 200 subs. Now he's gained another 200 subs from, what do you call it, connecting up with third phase, giving them the video. So if we really play that again. So what was that one there? It's a cloud, isn't it, at the bottom? Now, normally when you zoom in, you just saw a bird fly past then. Now, the question is, did that bird cut it? So you've got to look for little clues on it, ain't you? And if the bird has a white dot on it, it's a reflection of a window. It's very hard to get it on the spot using just the player. That's why we need the original source. So what happened there? Where's the light gone? Did it shoot up? Where's it gone? See what I mean? It's very suspicious there at the beginning. It's like it's faded out. There was a bird. Oh, there it is here. Where my cursor is. Is that showing up? I think we're getting some Google dropouts, so it's coming up with my logo still. Should be going faster now, though. Did he change zoom level all of a sudden? I'm just trying to figure out what this guy's trying to do. See how a bird or insect flies past there?
Yeah,
And
it
then
looks
suddenly
like a bird.
he pans away crazily for some reason. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So he should be leaning against a tree or post off the house and trying to stabilize the footage. See the halo effect I'm talking about? You see it going around? I don't know if it's coming out on the stream or not, but there's a slight halo effect that he's getting.
Mm.
See that? See the halo effect? To me, that's a reflection of glass. And the full spectrum's picking up more light, you see. Well, he's got a piece of perspex or something with a dot on it, and he's moving it in front of the camera while trying to film it at the same time. So it doesn't seem to have what I call a natural movement to it. I see, as soon as it hit the tree leaf there, it suddenly changed. Can we actually get it to stop on that or not? And he zooms back, you see, all of a sudden. Why would you do that, you know? Doesn't make sense. Absolutely makes no sense unless he's a hoaxer. I wonder if we can step forward on Google at all? Oh, see? Bang! That makes no sense whatsoever. See how it sort of moved up? Like it was like panning on glass then?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can see it. See how it sort of pans up, goes upwards, like up and down, up and down? That's like artificial movement. So if I had the source, we could put that through probably the D-Shaker program and prove it beyond doubt that he was artificially moving it. So
The
yeah,
bird.
I don't know.
If you look at my screen, the bird actually goes underneath where the dot is.
So
Unfortunately, it doesn't go over the dot.
I think we need to step frame by frame. Oh, we've gone full screen. Did I double click it? I don't want to do that. It's all going to lock up now, probably. Yeah. Oop. Yep. There we go. Back to normal. No. Yeah. Got to watch the double click. It's an annoying feature I want it sort of pause with a click and start with a click. And if you double click, it makes it load screen. So where's it gone there? Just off the edge of the screen, was it? See, I really would love to get the source of this and do a frame, break it down to frames like we normally do. And then we could see exactly where it's vanishing when it shouldn't be. You know, when it's going near a tree or up the edge of the screen here. So let's open it up and paint that snapshot anyway. Now we should have some more room on the screen to look at this now. I didn't really want to spend too much time on this because to me it's just fishy as. You know, that's a lot smaller now, isn't it? It's still loading. But we can actually see these ones here without crowding them now, the history and the layers. Still hasn't loaded. Maybe the actual more pixels on the screen slow it down a bit. So if we zoom into that, maybe we can pin it as a blob of paint or a light reflection placed into a new image. And then we'll scale it up. I've also got another interesting MUFON case that I got from Bill, who's just closed it, and I won't tell you what he found, but we'll have a look at it together and see what you think.
Okay.
So, still not very zoomed in, though, is it? Well, okay, we'll just do some adjustments on that. Oh, there you can see more now. It used to only come to about there, wasn't it, on the screen? So we've got almost double. And of course the default is, hey, look at this. Aha! See that? Now we might have to go back to the original photograph again. Let's try some of these filters, see what we can find. That almost looked like it could be a kite after all. That could explain why it's got crazy movement, why they're pulling it in very quickly and releasing it again. So it could be a kite that's reflecting, because it's silver, reflecting the sunlight, and of course it's making two bright dots. Yeah, this one. See what I mean? It's got some crazy patterns showing up here. That could be part of the full spectrum though. Still looks like a pair of lights there though. Yeah, it's got some color patterns occurring in here. Let's see if we can zoom in. Just use the usual screen zoom in. Weird, kind of. So we did the color swap on this, and look at the weird pattern we got. It almost does look like a reflection, though. You know, be funny if we saw him with the camera holding it in his hand off inside the the light. Sometimes that sort of stuff sort of happens when you see an image of like a dark camera, and sometimes you can bring it up with the color picker, see where things have been messed around. So if we do the other screen on that color swap thing, the default should be what we used on the other one. We have to change it to select all. Select. Where is it? Select all down there. And then do the adjustment. Of course, we're taking a second-hand copy off a YouTube screen, so it's not going to be the best way in doing analysis on it. Bang! And that's what we're getting. And these are the strange patterns I was talking about that we could see occasionally, was the halo effect happening. I'll just zoom in. See that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Still don't look like it could be a kite, could it? You'd expect... it could be a kite. Could still be a kite, or a couple balloons tied to a fishing line and just yanked in and out. But it looks too strange when he goes up and down. I don't think you can do that with a kite or balloon. So that again leads us back into a window of something like a pane of glass being moved up and down in front of the camera, or he's jiggling up and down as well. So yeah, I still think it might be a reflection. What you have to do is, like we normally do, frame by frame, and then suddenly we might see some other thing that reflects in the glass that he didn't edit out. And Bingo. Captured. Yeah, it is running slow though. Okay. So, yeah. We're not going to be able to do much on that one. Apart from that we're highly suspect. Yeah, normally Texas says if the report's not sent to her or MUFON, it's highly suspect straight away. And of course he's running his own YouTube channel and sending it off to a hoaxer channel, which they claim they're not hoaxers. They received the CGI and didn't notice it was CGI. Yeah. But still, they didn't ask him all the right questions like I would have done. I would have asked him why he didn't send it to MUFON. What's the time of the video? The exact time, so we could plug it into Plane Finder, and we could see that plane passing then, so we could line it up with the Plane Finder software.
See, over
And
recent years, some people have grown to dislike MUFON for different reasons. So that could be a reason why he might naturally send it in there.
well, they do keep it anonymous though. Like they don't show your name and address and email and all that. So, but
Yeah,
you got to
but
remember, MUFON.
it's not always down
MUFON is
to
big.
anonymity,
Yeah, that's true, but they're pretty professional from what I've seen with working with Il from MUFON in California. But you got to remember they're a big organization and they've got different groups in different states and also different countries. And he only deals with the California ones. So,
And the other thing as well, if you was to ask him what time it happened, he could actually tell the truth about it. So we could actually find the plane, which would kind of give a little bit of validity to the sighting. But just because he gives the correct time still doesn't mean that it's not fake. I think it's the movement of the whole thing.
see,
It just smells of deception.
it does. It's getting right close to a leaf here. And then suddenly he pans away. If we can stop
And
it.
then it
Oh, see it?
darts
See it
away.
went upwards? No, but it sort of went upwards. It's very suspicious movement. It's like artificial movement. Oh, now he's panning away quickly. Why? And it's got that sort of pattern on the window that I'm talking about. Well, at least I think it's a window. You know, if you look up other cases like this, I'm just trying to think of one. But if you say Sealand Light, spelled it wrong, have I? Light UFO, you probably find quite a few images. Here we go. Yeah. We want UFO ones. They do look like UFOs though. Maybe you can buy UFO lights for your house. That's what they're saying, I suppose. I was looking for a reflection. See, that one looks like it's a reflection. Looks like we have to try the different search. Reflection, maybe. There we go. This window reflection ceiling lights. So they look like UFOs. It looks exactly like his photograph does. Video, I mean. See that?
Yep.
But he's got the more round ones. There's these ones here in the distance. They look like, you know, the spotlights that you get in the kitchen where you can angle them. That looks like a row of spotlights there. So perhaps if we save that and zoom it in a bit better. Save image. Let's put it in the other downloads. That's alright. We'll stick it in there. Now we can right click on that and say open. There we go. We can see it a bit better now. Full screen. And here we go. So you can see it's got the round ceiling light pattern to it there. But it's not the same as his one. This one's too close. Spotlights close together, I think. That one over here. Yeah, it's too circular. So it's not a exact match. But you see what I mean though. But how about this one? This one's all circular ones too. Like I said, you probably need to duplicate it with your own lights in the kitchen off a glass window. This is a famous one in Scotland. Metabunk did this one. Here, this one, you can actually see the reflection here. So you know they're filming through glass. Let's save that one. And my sinuses are bad today. Open that one up. And this one was in Scotland over Loch Ness, wasn't it? But here you can see the reflection in the glass. And you can see it's some sort of crazy light reflecting off the window. Even though it looks like it's solid. But I think it was off a video. So if you watch the video,
Yeah, that looks like it's
but it's
a
still,
double glazed window. Hence the two,
yeah,
the copy of
yeah, getting a
itself.
double. Yeah, that's right. It could be too. Yeah. Well, most houses nowadays are double glazed or triple glazed even. Scotland would be a bit cold, I suppose. So yeah, but we still haven't got one that's similar. What have we got here? Oh, that one's talking about it. Reflection. Here's another one. Did we look at that one before? Looks similar. Here's one of the row lights. Now, these ones actually have appeared on SecureTeam, haven't they? A lot of these ones. I kind of recall this one here as being SecureTeam, which is just a ceiling fan light. Now we'll just save it so we can bring it up in full screen. And you'll see what I mean. It's like one of those ceiling fan lights. You got the 4 quadrants there. Maybe it's not a ceiling fan one, but sometimes you get one that's got the fan in the middle with the lights around the outside, or a fan behind it with the lights just below it, if you know what I mean. But if you type in ceiling light with fan, you'll probably get some images. Might even find that one. That one looks similar. I think I debunked that one a long time ago as well. So it's in one of my older episodes. You get a lot of light fan designs, that's for sure. UFO. So that one actually appeared on as a UFO. Some hoaxer did it. And then SecureTeam picked it up in newspapers. Are we still going live here?
Yes.
It's not going to be able to find it. But I did find their SAC match for it at one stage. But you see what I mean anyway. So probably enough on that one. I was just trying to see how it ends. Oh, we've got a street lamp there now. Don't remember seeing that earlier. So where's the street lamp? There it is here. So where was he filming? What tree are we looking at? See, he doesn't pan back, does he? Till the very end. Probably have to play the end bit. Here we go. And then he aims it at the ground. So what happened there at the end? That was very strange. Now, he did have another UFO video on his channel, I noticed. Now that looks like it's outside. Could he have stepped outside a sliding door? Or lowered his piece of glass with the blob on it? See, this is why people need to film themselves during a video sighting. So you can see them filming it and have the same UFO in reference, and then you can say, well, there you go. I can't fake 2 camera views at the same time. So it disappeared, eh? But what actually happened at the end there? It sort of went crazy. He lowered the camera down.
Yeah, at 320, between 320 and 321.
Then he suddenly lowers the camera down, and then he lowers the camera down, just as he zoomed into it, and then he's aiming it at the sky, saying it's gone. That's just so suspicious. Anyway, enough of this guy. I think if I go back to his videos, I think he just wants to build up his channel. I think he had one. Best to go to the video tab, I think. He had one here. Was it a UFO one? No. He had another UFO one. He does a lot of ghost hunting by the looks of it. So is he trying to say a UFO is actually a spirit orb? You know, how they talk about them being spheres or putting out their own light? I did see it earlier. There was one called UFO. What's this one here? Female screen. I don't know what that looks like, a ceiling light there, doesn't it? His other stuff might be legit, but his UFO stuff, very suspect, you know. He just wanted to get some views. Oh, here we go. No, that's the one we just watched, was it? No, it's a different one. See that? Houston. So what's this one? Let's have a look. Yeah, what are we looking at? Can't see any white blob or anything. Oh, we've got a dark image now, have we? I see something there. There.
Yeah.
Which could be a fly in front of the camera. It could be a bird. What is it? Seems it could be a bat even. Bat flying into the trees. Or is it still there? Still gliding, whatever it is. Looks like it's gliding on air current. I wonder if we can get an image of that and lighten it. So where was a good spot with that one? There somewhere. I had a closer up image at some stage. Where is it now? Keep going back. It was here. Yeah. Let's see if we can get a snapshot of that. Oh, you might hear some noise. Someone's running water next door. Selected area. Okay, we'll just choose that bit. And save it. I love that little screen snapshot tool. It's very handy. So now we can bring it into paint.net. Can't see much on that one. Resize upwards. You can just see it there. Let's lighten it up. Oh, that was the last setting we had. So is he using that full spectrum camera again? I forgot to check whether it said full spectrum. Let's try. Let's see. Can't quite read it. High contrast. What's that give us? Not much. It's not showing us anything. Oh, here we go. Yes, it's not going to give us much details, is it? That's why I don't like taking it from second-hand video. If we zoom in on that, could be a bug, couldn't it?
Possibly.
Or even a bird. See that there? It looks like it could be a tail fin, a wing, and maybe going off to a beak area here, and then a wing there. Let's see if we can play around with that a bit more. It looks like it could be a crow jumping between trees. That's what I'm saying. So try double filters on it. We need the original image, I think. Strange pattern though. Yeah, you can see it's got some strange blocky characters. Look. No. On the other image I had a better darken, maybe. Depending on how you do the curve, it's anything between light and dark, depending where you want it. It's just presets. Looks like I'm dropping out on the feed there. It's back again. If I get too busy here, it seems to drop the stream off the desktop. I think we'd have to do another frame by frame on that one. Oh, it's catching up to us now. Yeah. Yeah, give up on that one. I still think it could be a bird. Anyway. So what did he say? It was a full spectrum camera. Can't quite see. What's it saying? Size of a Volkswagen Beetle. That's what he said on the other one. A black ball flying silently across the sky. There you go. It's a Sony Handycam full spectrum. So, yeah. I don't think we can do much without getting hands on the original. So the other one I was going to look at anyway.
Do you not find it interesting that he's able to guess at the size of the thing? When it's so far in the distance, it could be a mile long and further away, or it could be a ball that's a hell of a lot closer. And yeah, he's able to guess the size of Volkswagen Beetle.
Well, that's what he said here. I think if you go through third phase commentary, eventually it says something the size of a car. I did post his link in the side chat there, so it sort of gives him some sort of people visiting his video directly. So you shouldn't be too unhappy us looking at it anyway.
I don't give too well. I won't swear, but I don't care.
Well, you know how silly people are saying, "Oh, you've broken their copyright," but you know, reporters must break copyright every day because they go up and film things. You know, street signs, posters, shops. Hang on, is he added it on the end here? Is it the same video? See that? That looked like the same one. See there? Went dark now. Why did it go dark there? I reckon it was the same video. That's the same video, isn't it? It looks like it was flying towards the tree. Let's play that from there. There it comes. That's it there, down the bottom. Same video. See that? Unless he's added it on. Maybe they've put his two videos together, have they?
It's possible.
Well, let's just check it out, see what happens. I didn't notice that before. And then it goes back to this. Well, I can't make head or tail of that one. Is it two videos or the same video? And why did it go dark from being white? Yeah, it's just all suspicious. Anyway, we'll look at the other thing I was going to look at. I'll just get the link to it. This one here from SecureTeam 10 from a news thing, so that should be public domain sort of. I'll bring it up here. Paste and go. Okay, so that was about 4 minutes in, so let's go here. Up there. This one here, Skywatch weather forecast, and there's a white thing that comes up here. So I'll just play it from there onwards, I suppose. Has he got any links to it? No link, hey? Shapeshift and audio. So why hasn't he not got a link to that source that he's used here? So let's play this one anyway. Are you seeing it all right there?
Mm-hmm.
You probably see it better on the Hangouts than you do on the direct screen of Tube. Now, why is he playing the full clip and not just the... He's just adding some time here. So there'll be a blob come up here. See that? Shooting upwards. Now, where have you seen that happen before? He gets and zooms in and slows it down. But that's not really analysing it. See how it sort of bent upwards and went upwards? He said it wasn't a bird. I don't know if we can get closed captions on it. Is that closed captions? Yeah. Shooting star. It was extremely fast. Airplane. Don't think so. Was it a bird? Well, I'm not so sure. Unless birds have the capability of glowing. Well, you know, on security cameras, because this would be long exposure camera. You know, on security cameras, you get bugs that make these, what do you call it, long trails, you know, as they move, which I have shown before. I should post the link into the side there for you. Down here. Yeah. If you want to click on that, you can.
Right.
Did no one else come into the chat here? Just having a quick look. Now the guy went to work, didn't he? So every...
Yeah, Jaro had to leave. I've just invited another 2 people over to the video.
All right.
But I'm
So
not sure whether they're actually on the way out, whether they're busy or not, because they've only actually just come online.
Yeah, some time zones is a bummer. There's a better one he did there. Man, why doesn't he pull it apart and put it into an editor like we do and change the colours and see if you can find any obvious things for it? To me, I think that's just moth. That's close to the IR LEDs, and it's being lit up by the... And it's just flying past the lens of the camera. Of course, the newscaster saying, "What's that? Is it a UFO?" Now, we've seen that before with you know, if you go and Google security camera and bugs like moss, you get that sort of curviness happening. Let's see.
We have Mark in chat. He's a gentleman from Australia.
Hello, Mark. Or g'day. I'm in New Zealand, and QVid's in Liverpool.
He knows me.
Oh, does he? Security camera. And by bugs. Let's get the wrong one. See what we can find. There's probably going to be a few images. Spider. See how nice glowy they get. What's on that one? Yeah, that's a YouTube video. Are they ghosts?
Say Kiwi.
G'day. Just trying to see if there's any thumbnails for a video here. Oh, that one looks like a good one. Spider right close to the lens. But we're after a moth. Maybe we have to type in moth, be more precise. That one looks like it could be a moth. There you go. Looks similar to that news report one anyway. YouTube. Swinging light balls, orbs, or bugs. Oh, well, let's visit. $50 long. Holy moly. Uploaded the security cam footage or something. So the bug was in this corner here. At what time does it show up? I probably could switch to my house cam and probably get some bugs, but it's a bit cold out there now. And we don't get many winter moths like you do in America. They got a particular moth that's got antifreeze in its blood, and it flies around in like -10 degrees Celsius over there. And people say they're UFOs because bugs don't fly around in the bitter cold, but it's not true. So, yeah, this one's too long to pin it, eh? Bit of a shame. This is what happens now is people do these long videos because they need to get their view time up, minutes up before they get ads back. So I'll just close that one down. We'll just go videos. Let's have a look at that first one. Oh, there they are. Lots of bugs there. And those bottom ones, look, they're everywhere. And they move all different directions. Look, that one's bending up there before. Unfortunately, we need to see channel 4, because that's where it's all happening. And we can't, it doesn't pan down or anything. I guess it might be. So you'd have to slow it down, but there you go. It could even be raindrops when it rains, or it's misty actually. When it's misty outside our house, we get these streaks like this happening. And I don't know if it's happening now outside. Let's just have a quick look. See, I've got a security camera feed. And what's happening out there? It was raining earlier. I can't quite see. Has it come up yet?
Yeah, your security camera is up.
No bugs on it though, is there?
Not
No,
that I can see.
It's very calm out there. But the other night it was all misty and you could see the streaks on it. It was really cool. Bit of a shame that it's not misty tonight, because it does get misty here and smoggy. So I'll switch back to the desktop. Should be back. Unless it's crashed.
You know, when you watch a channel like the first guy we were looking at, his video.
Yeah.
And as I say, I believe that to be a fake.
Yeah.
Would you trust his next video if he caught a UFO on film?
I wouldn't trust his UFO ones, but maybe his ghost ones are a bit harder to fake. You know, the EVPs that he had up on his channel, where you're getting voices. Although you could potentially make something up in or Audacity and other specialized audio software. But yeah, it depends if you get that sort of EVP ghost talking that's over top of yours or just after, you know, or hear other sounds after it. It's very hard to fake it. So yeah, like I said, I was mucking around with a phone one night and I caught these two voices whispering on it, and I accidentally deleted the file because I wanted to transfer it to the PC and amplify it up. But yeah, I stuffed it up. So was there any more? I think I might have to type in moths or something instead of bugs. But I think that just proves it that it was moth flying past the camera. They look like daytime ones. Like maybe months I got, not moths. Maybe that'll work better. Aha. Well, that one's only 30 seconds. Let's have a quick look at that one. So how many people we got with us at the moment?
We just have Mark with us at the moment.
All right. A lot of people watch it after. Yeah. Why has it gone to a small window there? Embedded on a web page. Just click on the YouTube symbol and it opens it up. Yeah, that's better. And is it going to be moths? Oh yeah, there we go. That just looks like the security, what we just saw. You notice it's got that sort of wavy pattern too that you get on those rod videos because of the long exposure. The insect flies like 5 wing beats in distance on before the camera is actually saved that first frame, so it looks like long stretched. But they're really cool effects that you get with long exposure.
Yeah, I believe if you want to see the actual wings flapping, you need to be using something more high speed, around about 10,000 frames a second. And then
Yeah,
you can
that's right.
actually see the wings actually moving, you know.
Yeah, I don't know what other stuff he said on here. They look like real people. So let's just skim this other one. Below today's video, which is a new update. He's talking about some, was it radio host or TV host, saying that he saw creatures shape shift in front of him. So Corrigan, I don't know who he is. Billy Corrigan, of course it's spelled properly up here. He saw a shapeshifter once. So he looks like he's a singer or a band player. So that's his other story. He drags it out a bit though. And he's repeating the images. He's got, you know, what you got to do is you got to drag it out to 10 minutes on YouTube, so you can put 3 ads on. You can put one at the start, end, and middle. Because I've got ad blocker, it just gets rid of that straight away. But yeah, I think enough on YouTube of those guys anyway. I was going to look at something more interesting, which was this case, UFO stalker. I'll just bring it up. Oh. Got to have an empty tab to start with. Looks like UFO Stalker, our favourite place. So we'll just do this one and probably wrap up. And we want to type in 9. Oh, we've got a load of crap here. Get rid of it.
Mark was saying he thinks that's the lead singer from Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh, right. Yeah, it could be. And we want to look at this one here, which is 90958. So I'll just, maybe I'll just bring it up on here and then paste the link. 90, oh, is that right? No. Maybe I need to zoom so I can see it. My keyboard's not the best. 90958. Sometimes the letters don't work. Have I got it? No. Only search on that one. Should be only one. There we go. And that's LA, because Earl from MUFON said that one he closed today. October the 13th, 2017. So it's a pretty old case number. So he's only just getting around to it now. So yeah, and you know how I was saying that the map had disappeared out the side? And guess what? If you go to full screen, it comes up. If you do a window one, it disappears until you get the right size. You have to sort of keep going out till it shows. See, look. So that one's solved. Let's see. We can't get it on the screen just the right size. We have to make this window a bit smaller still. There we go. So yeah. So it's a triangle, black triangle at Santa Monica. And I'm not sure if we've been there before. Inglewood seems to ring a bell. And see what he's done now. Before we used to have a camera icon that we could right click and save. And now we've got the actual player, which makes it a bit more tricky. So now you've got to right click on it and say copy video address. Before you could just say save link as, but now we've got a copy video address. Open up another tab and paste and go here, and it will download it. And it will download it here. Oh, there you go. Downloading now. But I've already got a copy anyway, so we won't bother.
I'll be back in 1 second, Paul.
Okay. So just clear those ones away. So if you want to bring up the video yourself on your computer there, and I should paste the link in the side chat here so you can get it quickly. And did that work? So you just click on that, it should go straight to it. So yes, so we'll play the video. Here it is here. Not sure if it's playing sound or not. Don't think it does it? I'll just mute it here. So here we go, we've got 3 lights in the sky that he's claiming to be a triangle UFO. And you see it's not a equilateral triangle, it's not even sides on it. And it's obviously filmed on a handy cam in light mode, low light mode, probably similar to what Mojo has. And what happens here, suddenly it disappears, and then he puts the camera down to the grass, which is very strange. So what we want to do is we want to zoom in onto that one to get more detail. Except for it's stuffed up here. Why, I don't know. Something to do with the video format. If we have a look, it starts playing again. What's just playing? Here we go. So what's it say up here? Codec information. Let's put it on the other screen. I'd have to drag it across. So can we see that? It's 480p. Pretty low res. It's what we call standard definition, not HD. And it's single channel sound on it. And it's JPEG video. So that's probably why we're having some problems with it. It's not been converted to MP4. It's been a AVI that's been transferred from a Handycam. So basically it's like taking a series of JPEG images, 30 every second, and then puts together like a movie sequence. So they call it a movie JPEG, MJPG. So what we can do is we can do our normal zoom on this with going to the Geo tab and interactive zoom. It brings up this box here that we can move around the screen. And then we can zoom in with that to get more detail. Now it looks like there's a line there, maybe a line there, with bright lights right in the corner. So what could this be? Is QVid back?
Yes, yes.
So what do you think of this one?
I don't know. It's a little difficult to see properly.
Yeah, it's pretty crappy video quality, isn't it? It's worse than Mojo's. But it does look like it's got some definition of a line there and a line there. It looks like it might be something going across here. And lights on the corner. And it doesn't look like, if you look at the movement of it, it sort of looks suspect in how it's moving if it's a craft. So I'll just play it unzoomed. Sometimes you see a star go by. So we zoom out. So you can see stars go past. So that sort of went funny then. That sort of zigzagged around the stars. You can still see it there. And it's fading. Then something happens at the very end. So you can zoom in. Where was it? We lost it. Oops. It's faded too much. There it is, there, isn't it? Lost it again. Where has it gone? And then suddenly it's in the grass. Now on the map, we go back to the map.
It's Mark in chat. Mark saying, sent Tyler a message saying that the video of lights move around were homing pigeons with a light or a strip of reflective tape on them. Neighbor has pigeons and they fly exactly the same pattern. Which video are you talking about, Mark?
I haven't heard of a line between pigeons. Why would pigeons have a line between them?
Well, I'm not sure whether he's talking about what you're showing at the moment or a different video of Tyler's.
I'd have to bring up the side chat to see what he's saying. so everybody can see what he's saying. Sent Tyler message saying the video of lights moving around were homing pigeons. Is he talking about the last video, which we said would look like a moth with a light or a strip of reflected tape on them? Because this one wasn't on Tyler, as far as I know. This is a MUFON case, unless he managed to pick it up back in 2017, which is possible, but I don't remember seeing it. He was always after triangle ones, because he seemed to like the triangle UFOs, didn't he? So
yeah, Mark, if you could send me a link to that video in our private hangout.
a light or a strip of reflective tape on them. You got to remember, this is obviously infrared camera, so it's got to be emitting IR light like the security camera, and this is picking it up. I can tell you what MUFON closed it as. They closed it as a kite, and at the end he reckons it loses control and crashes into the sea. Now if we look at the map here, he's filming right near the coastline here, or swampland here, look, or river edge, or to the sea mouth. So that's what I was saying, that if you have a look at the video, what's happened? We lost it, did we? Must have not paused it. Where is it? There. You see, if that's a craft, it's moving in that direction this way, from middle to bottom left. Could it be pigeons? It's possible, but see how the distances ain't changing much. See, if it was birds, you'd expect those two there sometimes to get closer together. But if it's on a kite,
I think Mark's talking about a completely different case.
well, his case sounds interesting. I'd like to see it too. There you go, it just passed a star there. But I don't know if it blocked it out. It's such poor quality video. But it fits the shape of a kite. Now, what's happening here? This is where it goes wrong. Where's it disappeared to? He reckons it crashed into the sea. And then he was too busy filming and didn't pay attention to the wind gusts, and it lost gust and it fell down. But I'm just not seeing that myself. You probably have to download it on yours and maybe see on a bigger screen. But I am trying to zoom in. It does look like it's got some blackness in the middle of it, because it does seem darker on the screen here. I think I'd probably have to rip the frames and look at on the edit. Oh, there you go. What was that? Was that a star that just sort of passed it in? I know if I stop and zoom back, it'll probably screw up, because it's not an MP4. It's a motion JPEG, and VLC is not perfect. Did we go back far enough for that pass of the star? Now where's it gone now? This is where it went wrong. So because it's pitch black, we don't know if that's sea or sky. Is that there, up there? I wonder if we can step forward with the frame thing on this E key. Next frame. Not doing it for us. We always have problems with that. I did install an add-on called, you can add plugins on VLC, which is another feature I haven't shown, where you can add in all sorts of things people have written, scripts. And I put this one jump to time, so you can actually step using that instead of the E key. Let's see if I can bring it up. We're about to bring up step in time. Here you go. Excuse me, I have to cough. So, yeah, it's a wee bit small. What's it say? You can forward and back. Allows you to go backwards and forwards 1 second, is it? And you can choose 1 frame. So it should be 30 frames. And it converts it into a time. But it's not working, you see. Not with this video anyway. Which is a shame. Because that would be handy if it worked. I think VLC need to keep working on their product. Yeah, sort of died now, you see. I've got to stop it and play it again. I wonder if I should convert it. It might play a bit better. Yeah. It's being a sod. Let's open it up again. We'll probably lose our zoom though. See how it's moving downwards? I reckon it's could be on a string, a kite, and it's heading towards the sea and crashes into the sea. There's a star. More stars. Then it cuts this one here, is it? Was it? No, it just skims the edge. Coming down to this one here. Yeah, just misses that star. It's getting fainter and fainter. It was here. Where's it gone? Still there? And then what? Then it got to the sea level because it's into the weeds. I think MUFON's right. I think it just is kite that just crashed into the river or the sea or whatever. He wasn't paying attention. Because it wasn't moving along the sky. It was actually moving downwards all the time.
See, it's hard to say it's moving downwards because if it's moving away, the likes of a plane, if it's moving away from you, appears to be going downwards, just like a plane coming towards you appears to be going upwards.
Yeah, but that doesn't fit a plane signature though. And the plane would have a blinking light, right? And it would have it would be more symmetrical. It would have the 2 lights on the wingtip, and it would have a tail light. There'd be more blinking, and it would it's still show up on infrared because LEDs give off some heat. And here it is here. Now we can't quite see it. It's because it's crashed into the water. So yeah, I thought it was quite an interesting case anyway. He said he didn't spend too much time on it because it's just rubbish. But I don't think it's a craft. See, it's not playing properly now. I have to keep stopping playing. Is it going to come now? No. Yeah, it's gone screwy on us again. I don't know if I can use another product. Another one I use is Windows Media Player Classic, but I haven't got it in the list here, have I? For AVI. Media Player Classic. Show more. Should be here, shouldn't it? Let's zoom in a bit. There it is. Media Player Classic. That's another alternative player. Let's put it on the other screen. I'll drag it across. And it's got sound. Sounds like a motor in the actual video camera as it's rotating the tape or something. I don't know if you can hear that on your one. Don't think it comes through on the streaming. But does this one have step forward? I don't know. I don't know too much about the function keys on this one. This one does sort of go backwards and forward a bit better than VLC, but it's less customizable. Well, there's the stars. Star. Star still coming down. Star there. Where's it gone? Still there. Then something happens here. There. Crashed into the water. That's what I think too. Oh well. Perhaps you can do a screen snapshot and amplify it somehow. I should probably use my command line like I normally do and rip it to frames. I've got it open in that one. I need to change the default program again.
Yeah, I'm actually having difficulty playing that. I don't normally have a problem.
Yeah, because it's a motion JPEG format, see, unless you've got the right codecs installed on your thing, or VLC, I think it's using internal ones for it, and it doesn't do it very well. What I'd do is convert it to MP4 probably. So where would be a good one to snap it? So it's getting further away all the time though, isn't it? Just slightly. And it's still heading downwards towards the water. But it's not symmetrical. If it was a triangle kite, and where's it gone? Still there. Here, I think. Here. There's the edge of the water. Yeah. I suppose it's not going to play now. Oh yeah, it did. I don't know if we can take a snapshot. Let's have a snapshot of it. Do it this way. This is how you do snapshot using VLC anyway. And that pull down there. And that will stick it in the... It should have been in that folder. Why is it not in that folder? Ah, right, sticks it in the other one that I've got. The J drive one. Need a drink. Here it is here. So if we open that one up in the normal Windows viewer, we can zoom in and you can see it's crap. But it does look like it's got some form here. Look. Yeah. So what, if it's a kite, all they need to do is get a watch battery and 3 infrared LEDs. And that would transmit infrared light that the camera can see, but no one else can see it. And let's put it into paint and see if we can play around with the colors on it. But it looks terrible quality.
If you can see my screen now, Mark, which one of those videos would it be that you were talking about?
Yeah, I'll just get a drop of water. Try not to scream out in pain. Get rid of that niggle. That's better. Okay, so what can we do with this video? Close that down. So, has Mark given us a link on the side here?
Would you be able to share my screen for a moment, Paul? Just so Mark can have a look and let us know which video he's talking about. I mean, while I'm talking, my screen is probably up anyway.
I'm not seeing. Yeah. I'll mute my mic so I don't interfere.
Right, see if that helps, Mark. We were actually talking about one of Tyler's videos earlier on.
The one we were looking at was the one with the black face and the white eyes. Yep. What was the last one?
His last one is talking about Trump. I haven't actually watched that video. And the previous one that he put out yesterday was, I think it was all about Yellowstone.
Yeah, the banned word Trump. That will lose him ads, won't it? So, there's a pigeon one in that one, was there? I suppose we can go back and have a quick look on mine if you want. So which one was it?
He's not sure. He's going to check and see if he can find which video it was. He's not certain that it was Tyler. He thought it was.
There was one with seagulls a couple of months ago. And I think UFO Proof did it as well, didn't he? What was it over? Seattle? Seems to ring a bell. SecureTeam, what's his quick link? Yeah, I'll just cut and paste it from the other one. He said it was the latest video, though, so... Truth behind Trump's Space Force. Was it that one? What happened to gang under Yellowstone was the next one. I don't remember seeing any ones with pigeons, so maybe it's one we haven't watched yet. Well, I haven't watched. I sort of get fed up with them. So is it coming up there? Have I unmuted my mic? Oh yeah. So let's just pause it. So was it this one? What's that one?
I think Mark's just going. He's probably looking through his history now to see exactly what video it was, because he's not certain it was Tyler.
Well, you know how it goes. You know, you want to talk about it and you can't find it. Oh God! Look at that. He likes putting up his story, doesn't he? The Secret Space Force. What movie is that from?
It's Tyler, isn't it? What do you expect?
What's this thing? What's that? Looks like a boat. Is it a new supersonic Chinese sub? That's why we should be a bit scared of them, because they've got. I heard they got submarines that are made from plastic, and nothing can detect them because they're plastic, not metal. and they can go quite deep as well, and they can go faster because they're not so heavy. Yeah. They also got a was it a hydroplane aircraft carrier that flies across the water, but it doesn't have too many planes on it, I don't think. And it's got helicopters, and it's got a bank of missiles. They got some really crazy technology, I tell you, the Chinese. Well, I've not seen any video. Oh no, not that one again. That one there is so fake it ain't funny. No, I've talked about that one before.
I
It,
find
it
it.
keeps
I find it really amusing.
It is though. He keeps recycling the same BS, doesn't he? And people just don't cotton on. Now it's been debunked because they zoom in on the NASA footage, and it's got too many pixels to be that good quality. You know, it's like us looking at that 3 lights in the sky, and we kept zooming in, and its detail was super good on an SD video.
But do you
But
blame him for reusing it? It took him so long to make.
it wasn't actually him that made that one. It was Third Phase on the Moon also used it. I think it was from another CGI faker. I don't think they would have been skilled enough to make it themselves. So now he's talking about that hacker, UK one.
Yeah.
And what's this one coming up here? Oh no, what is it? Piece of space debris? I don't know. A bit of script on the camera view of NASA, and they haven't wiped this camera lens, so I don't know. Oh god, there it is. There, what is it? You know, what's he trying to say? That's the space fleet or something. Do I have to snap it and zoom in or something? Terrible. I know it's gone off it. He hasn't zoomed in enough to really see it.
Yeah, the pictures he was using in this video, I think the majority of them were just, pictures that are out there of things in space, because he's actually talking about a speech that Trump made, where Trump has basically said that he wants a new type of army.
Well,
It's
yes,
going to be
but
like Space Force.
it could be that they know damn well he's been briefed about UFOs and aliens now, and he knows that they can enter our atmosphere anytime they want to, and they need some sort of protection out in outer space. You know, Reagan even talked about that many years ago. Remember, in UN speech he did. So it's very possible, but I don't think this thing here on the screen now is a UFO. I think it's more likely to be a bogey from an astronaut. No, but it's probably could be CGI. You know, it could have been just added to a photograph. But it does look like it could be a piece of debris from a space shuttle. He does actually use that one with the space tower lock, saying it's a triangle UFO. I don't think it's. He might not have it in this one. He likes to use it lots of times. But it's well known that it's, when the space shuttle was losing some tiles, and it blew up one of the space shuttles. And they were asked to go photograph it and sort of work out which tile it was and where it come from. So yeah, no pigeons in the latest one, so it's not that one.
I'm wondering if Mark's talking about that one from a few months ago, possibly.
Mm.
The one that you were talking about, Proof did a vid on it as well, talking about it.
Right. I'll go there. Where was the one that he uses a space tile on? Was it that one there? So when he was on holiday, he put recycled video up. This one here. They won't reveal what's being tracked. So if you go into I don't know if you know about YouTube, but if you click on that little search tool up here, it searches only the videos that person makes. So if you want to type in the word tracked, you want to see how many other videos have the word in the title called tracked. And here we go, straight away. That one here, exactly the same time, 11:16, 11:16. Those videos are exactly the same. Alien objects tracked by classified space plane. They won't reveal what's being tracked in space. So he's just changed the title. And that was from 4th of 2017. And he's put this one up. And that one here, if you play it, you can see exactly the same. Need to go back to the beginning. Not going to play ball. Oh. So at 5 minutes, oh yeah, what's got that guy's name? What's his name? Dolan. So at 5 minutes 46. So if you go to his new video, so this is what I mean. He's dishonest because he hasn't put replay in the title. So that should have replay or repeat, so people know that it's not a recycled video. And how many views did he get on this one? Because he's got now
374,000 views he had on that one that he put out the other day.
Yeah, this one here is, where's the view count? He's got 3,000 comments. Oh, here we are. Yeah, 374. That's almost 75. And the other one, I think, was 245,000. So in a year, he's got almost 1.6 subs, and probably most of them haven't seen this video because a lot of people join, but don't go back in history to look at older videos for some reason. I don't know if they haven't got time to, or they're just not interested. But it's very strange that people don't explore the whole videos in the channel. That's probably what he's hoping. He's hoping that 1.6 million subs will go back in his old videos and watch them all. That way he'll get lots of money. And if we go to 5 minutes on this one, it should be, what's his name? Richard Dolan. 46, wasn't it? Oh, I wasn't meant to click it. Oh no, he's got the Dark Knight satellite. That's another one I laugh at, which is just this. It's just a crumbled up space banquet, and you can find the NASA video where they actually lose it for the first time, and you can see it crumpling up into that shape. Maybe it's not the same video, but it did sound the same. Was it 5 minutes? I said.
Yeah, 5 or 6.
Maybe I misread it. I'll probably have to go back to it. Pretty sure it's the same. It's annoying. So it looks like the same picture down here.
Yeah, you may have just same thumbnail.
Oh, 7. I thought I did it back here though. So how many was on that one? 370 on that one too. It looks the same. Maybe it was at the end. See, it's exactly the same. Where did Richard Dolan come into it then? I'm looking at the little thumb now, see if I can pin it. Oh, well, let's choose another chunk anyway. 2 minutes exactly. There we go. Picture off the plane. So we know that one's a plane at 2 minutes. So we go back out of that one. Maybe I click the long bit.
That's actually the mini shuttle, isn't it? The thing, it looks like the space shuttle, except it's a hell of a lot smaller. The one that had been
it's like
floating around for about 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, I used it in that comedy video I did of Giorgio. No, that's a weather balloon. Aliens saying it. Anyway, 2 minutes. There we go. It's exactly the same video. See? Well, I'm not sure where Richard Dolan was after all that. Then maybe it's in there somewhere. Or maybe I clicked the wrong video before. It's possible, but it's exactly the same video anyway. So yeah, got to remember, if it makes it longer than 10 minutes, you can put a start, middle, and end ad. So that gives them 3 times the revenue. And he's got almost 400,000 views. So you times that by 3, so that's 1.5 million views, or 1.2. And then divide it by 1,000, that gets it to the dollar value. So yeah, and then you put an ad blocker, halve it for ad blocker, and that's how much you made from the video. So each video is like 1 million views. He's going to make $1,000 before ad blocker, so he would have made $500 off US off this one video just by repeating it. You didn't have to recreate anything. Didn't add anything new, and he didn't put anything in the title here for saying it was a repeat. I just find that dishonest. And he did say in the previous video, though, that he'd be going on holiday and putting up recycled videos, but he didn't put it in the title. Anyway, did we actually find that pigeon one he was talking about? Because we'll go back to the other video, if not.
No, you'll have to check him later.
No problem. We'll do a stream another day, and we can pop in and we can talk about it. No big deal. So yeah, so what did this guy say anyway down here? I was at the beach stargazing early in the morning, and I did not know what to think of the object at first, but to film it, I seen there's 3 lights in a triangle distance from each other hovering over me. Some unknown distance, I lost sight, and it hovered away. So that could have been a hang glider even, heading towards the sea and just crashing into the surf, because don't they use those for getting out to sea to do crazy night surfing? Could have been just regular lights. Sure. Yeah. Sure. They use those. Let's see. We might be able to do a search. I think I already had a window open for it, didn't I? Go back to this one here. Hang glider. Nighttime. They must. I reckon some crazy people fly them at night. Where's the H key? No, not that one. Hitting the wrong one. No. 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 There we go. And whatever. Oh. Now I can't get the G. Where's the G? Well, they do surf them at the beach here. Here's one on the beach, but does that look like nighttime? I don't know if anyone's crazy to fly them at night time. But the thing is, it didn't seem to be flying in the right direction. Like it's like this one here, having lights on each of the points. It was flying downwards towards the sea in that direction, down towards the bottom. I'll bring that one up. Flying downwards. Is my mouse showing up here? They seem to be heading towards that direction there, that way. But there's not really any nighttime flying here. What's that one there? Nighttime hang line. Let's have a look at that one. That's a video. It's got flares on it. Well, that sort of ruins it. But you can see that's got more shape to it too. It's got some LED light strips on it. So it's definitely not going to be that. So some people are crazy enough to fly them at night. I bet he's got a parachute on though. So yeah, not that one. I still think it's going to be a nighttime kite. So if we type down and kite, there's a code key. Yeah. Keep missing the letters next door. Kites, night. Okay. Here we go. So we want a triangle one. So here's triangle ones. There's a hang glider one, is it? Oh no, it's a hang glider shaped kite. But you can see the line here on that one. Going up. Can't see much on that one. Strips. It's going to be one like this over here. So he could have been, he might have been near the beach, and so I might have been flying a night kite and it lost gust or something went wrong and it flew into the sea. So he may not have hoaxed it himself, but yeah. I'd probably give him the benefit of the doubt and say it's a night kite that you recorded with some LEDs on it, like if we can find the exact picture of one. Probably have to type triangle in or something. Nighttime triangle.
Thing is, as well, you got to remember it could always be homemade.
Oh yeah, of course. But you can see that these are similar shape to the other one. Where is it? It's got that. If we rotate it around, let's rotate it 90 degrees. See, that's more heading downwards, but it's heading towards that way. That way. It's heading towards that way upwards. So it's going that direction. Probably need to change the colour. Looks like it's going that direction, if you know what I mean. That way. But it's got, I'll just undo that. I think you can actually draw arrows with this. Let's see. Haven't actually used the arrow thing. Go to shapes here. I think it's got an arrow. It's got a tick. Here's some arrows. Draw an arrow. And then you can rotate it. Oh, let's move. Rotate it. So yeah, sort of moving that direction on that video, but I suppose undo it. So you can see here the history. So you can go to when just before you rotated it. There you go. Instead of click and undo many times. So let's zoom into that bit there. And paste it into a new image. And scale it up. 1280. You can see how crappy it is. And now if we put the color curve thing on, oh, reset. So what's it on at the moment? Probably brightness, yeah. Can we see any shapes? Does look like a shape here. See that? Looks like a triangle pattern. And it looks like it's got dangly lights hanging off it. Don't know if we can get it any better. This is why I like this tool. It can actually give you some ideas. See that triangle shape here? If you draw a triangle over top. But we can't see any lines, but looks like something coming up here, doesn't it? Almost looks like a piece of cable coming up. So if you draw a triangle,
yeah, there's so many artifacts in that it's a little difficult.
Yeah. So if I got the right triangle, probably have to rotate it. Oh, if I got another triangle, bugger. Clicked too many times. Should be able to rotate it. That's the wrong one, that's resize. Got to get that arrow. There you go, that's almost right. There's a triangle shape there. And it looks like these are dangling down from it to me. But it could be, you know, artifact like you say. You see what I mean? There's a dark bit. Looks like it's not even... If we zoom in more, maybe... Let's get rid of the triangle. Yep. Zoom in even more. Or maybe we could just zoom in on the screen. Oh, let's zoom out. Does look like there's... Oh, don't want that. I want to move. You can see here what I'm talking about. It looks like it curves down, goes up, then curves around. And then it seems to have looks like lights dangling off it. Very strange. So if we draw a line, looks like there's something there going down this way, but it's not a perfect line. Like it goes there, then bends up a wee bit, and then there's another one here. Looks like it's bending also in the middle. Around about there. Yeah. Kind of looks like it could be a kite. With some torches maybe dangling down. Did they wobble around in the picture though? Could be just like those mini infrared torches that you can get. The lights do seem to look like they're moving a bit, dangling down. See that? There was another case like this where they did fake triangle UFO using exactly what I said. I'll see if I can find it for comparison. But yeah, I was trying to find a kite before that matches it. But like I said, we had it rotating, so if we rotate that one around, it's the right shape, you see. But it's diving sideways. So if that one was turned around, this one here, and it was flying downwards, it'd be like you have two strings to control those ones, and if you pull it too much on one side, it sort of dives downwards.
Yeah, like the stunt kites.
Yeah. But I know there was one done with torches. See if I can find it. Light UFO. I think it was done with tinfoil and flashlights. No, infrared pointers. IR pointers. Let's see. See if I can find it. I think I did talk about it in one of my video cases. I think it was in the one where how to identify UFO video. It's about 50 minutes long. Laser pointer. I think it had laser pointer. 3 of them in the corners. And it went viral. It was in UK news and also US. The box kites. It had like a red beam coming down to it. I'm not sort of seeing it though. It was quite an interesting case as well. Here's someone talking about what UFOs being a kite by the looks of it. I don't know. Looks like in space though, doesn't it? That's going to be lens flare. No, that's not a kite. Who busted it? I think it was P. Warren or P. Warren, something like that. I don't know if I got his name right. Laser UFO. It made UK. Could that be it? No. You know, you never like that pigeon video when it comes to actually finding stuff. If you don't look, that's why I normally look at beforehand before I do a stream normally. So I've got the link handy, you see, so you don't muck around doing this. Unless you're going to show people how you can search for it. Yeah. Damn it. What else can we type in? Tinfoil maybe. Yeah. Maybe I could find it in my video. Be quicker. What happened is the guy come clean after a while, and one of the research investigator went to see him and photographed it. That's quite interesting. A hoax, maybe, or debunk. What's going on with this keyboard? Glad we haven't got more people around. I thought there might have been some USA people around by now. They might know what the name of it was called. I'm sure other people have seen it. Oh, that's you know how I did that shoe hanging on a wire one? Well, that's it there. You know, the comedy I did with Tyler and UFO Proof.
Yeah.
It had things coming out. That was the famous. You can see it's a shoe dangling on a wire. Here's the wire here. Look, it's a damn shoe. It's a running shoe. You can see it's a running shoe, probably a Nike or something. And these things were added. It was sort of like they filmed it hanging on a wire, and then they CGI'd it. They added these other bits that sort of come out. It was terribly animated. And Tyler put it up as a UFO, saying the woman saw it out the window or whatever it was. Just rubbish, man. People believe it. Oh, it's the best UFO channel. Yeah. Can't seem to find that fake. Maybe a TR3B, maybe. UFO debunk. People thought it was a TR3B and shining a laser beam down at people. Could that be the one? No. I think it was. That looks like a solar balloon, that one. No, CGI. Or a kite. Maybe I have to type in red beam. Red beam. Yeah, I thought I would have found it quite easily. A beam, maybe? Could have been this one here. Sort of rings a bell. I think it was that one. But it's not a friendly site to click on. We want similar images to that one. I think this was the one. But it's not the same image. We want to find that one. Could that be the one? That was the one there. Whereabouts is it? Educating humanity. Let's have a visit. We want to find the debunk for it. I think it might be quicker to find it on my video. North Carolina. Hasn't got any debunk there though, has it? I need a drinking. That was the one. I'm pretty sure that was the one, but we need to find the proper article on it. I'm not sure what to do.
Have you thought about doing your streams at a different time?
I tried it
Normally
with it.
with Americans, it'd be morning time now, quite early on, wouldn't it?
Normally I look at a site here. Let's see if I can find it. I can't find it handy. You might. What I do is I normally open it up and pin it to the browser. Paste it inside here. It's called. It's a really good site. Time and date, and I got it set on world clock at the moment. Let's see if I've pasted it right. Yep. So you open that up, it gives you all the times around the world, and you can look at USA. Of course, USA has multiple time zones, so it's not quite easy to say. But I think it would be like 6 a.m. probably in California by now. So down here, go to United States, and it's morning time. So there should be people around. Washington, Miami, Los Angeles, which is when basically Il from MUFON, he gets up at 6 in the morning and does his UFO stuff, and then heads off to work. And so yeah, people are definitely up in America now. Now what is it here? About 1 o'clock. 1:15 New Zealand time in the morning. So in Canada, what would that one be? Be up here somewhere. Australia is normally a couple hours behind us. Yep, midnight, 11 o'clock. Canada, 7 in the morning. So yeah, people should be getting up. It's just that I'm not very popular because we're sort of looking at UFO videos and sort of saying, yeah, it's not alien. People want to see alien ones. Hopefully, Il from MUFON has some good cases to come. It's just a matter of finding time for him to come on and sort of talk with us. Normally, it would have to be in the weekend, I think. And time you come on, I think it's probably late at night. It's probably 10 o'clock at night where it's heading off to bed. So it's a bit hard, really. Yeah. You could try afternoon, I suppose. But I think you go bed then yourself, you see.
Well,
Unless you're not.
I'm normally asleep now, to be perfectly honest. But my hours have changed slightly in work.
Wow, what time do you
Well,
normally start?
just for this week. Well, I normally get up at 3 in the morning, my time.
So you do 3 to 9 o'clock or something like that.
Or 10.
10, yeah.
It varies.
Oddly enough, I'd done shift work most of my life. I used to have like 13 or 14 rotating shifts on a computer help desk. Could you imagine having terrible sleep patterns with that? Of course, each week would be a different shift. So it would be shift 1, and then next week it'd be shift 2, and so on. It's just crazy. And they tried to match it to what do you call it? Work performance stats, where you need more people on peak times and all that sort of stuff. That was in Australia. So yeah, sometimes I'd be up to 6 a.m. and other days I would be expected to start at 6 a.m. and it just wore you down after a while. But it was good money. I wasn't complaining. It was like 41 Australian dollars an hour, which is really good money. But haven't had that sort of kind of money for a long time. So that's the date and time. So I was
See,
trying
a
to
lot of
find.
my... Sorry.
That's all right. I was trying to find that laser pointer one. I think it was on. See if I can find it on my video. It was on how to identify UFOs. It's got like 25 categories, and if you match your UFO sighting to all the categories and say it's none of them, then there's a good chance that you got a real unknown UFO. I got so many videos now, it's a bit hard to find stuff. I think we're up to 205 or 204.
See, a lot of my US friends are normally hanging around, say, in about 8 hours, 7 to 9 hours, say, from now.
So that would be 9 o'clock in the morning. My time, would it? Yeah.
Yeah. 9,
And
10.
that would be probably, what, 10 o'clock at night for you, is it? Or 11
Yeah.
o'clock at night? So that's getting near your
About,
bedtime. Because you've got to get up at 3
yeah.
hours' time. So you could only do that in the weekend. And you work Saturday, Sunday, she said, as well. So
Yeah.
that would be a bit rough for you. If only the world was flat. I'm just
Well, I
trying to
normally
find it.
finish up normally about 10 o'clock. Although this week I'm going to be staying up till probably more like 11, but that's just because my hours have changed slightly. But a lot of
Yeah.
my friends over there, they start coming on 8 o'clock my time, which is like 6
Uh-huh.
hours from now.
I can't find that video. I think it was one of my earlier ones, but I'm not too sure now. I'll find it in a minute. Oh, here we are. Found it. I think it was in this one, so I'll just pin it up here. I'll paste it in the links side chat, I mean. It's quite a good one I did, actually. Not many people have watched it, though. Only 103 have watched it, and 8 people liked it, and 2 downvoted it, which were SecureTeam, because I put some SecureTeam team ones in it. So let's see if it loads up. Yeah, it's 45 minutes. This one here. So we need to find the bit about kites. That could be kites. That one was bugs. And this one was balloons, I think. Yeah. Doesn't like us sort of stopping and moving forward, does it? Yeah, this one was balloons. Bugs again. CGI. I should have put probably chapters down in the description. I like that one. This one here. I just shouldn't put it on the screen because it will probably have ads removed. So that was CGI faked and enhanced. We won't say his name. I think the bot converts what you're saying to CC and uses the text to analyze what you're saying. Don't think I'm going to have much joy doing it this way. Let's see. Is that kites? I think that might be solar balloons. I go through a lot of categories. Oh yeah, that was CGI. Oh no, that was balloons. I said that could have been, one of those upside down hot air balloons, but it actually was from Section 51, which we know is CGI. So they could have had balloon event where they organised the balloons to go over 2 pyramids and take a photograph. I have some pictures here, but that was not what I'm looking for. I was looking for the kites. See, look, there's a pyramid-shaped one, or sort of, anyway. Lots of crazy balloon designs. See. It's a good video to have a watch. This one could be it. Pretty sure it was in here somewhere. We got Chinese landings. I did cover quite a lot in this video. These are the Google Earth artifacts caused by what do you call it? Lens flare artifacts that make these weird cone-shaped UFOs. But it's not the one I'm after. Probably have to watch it and find the place it is in. There's a lot of images. What was that one there? Cloud UFOs. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to find it. What was that one? That one looks like it might be kites. Let's have a look. This is a fishing one. This is the other fishing one I was talking about. There, fishing hand wire. You can't see the fishing line hanging off a power line going to the house. This is another SecureTeam one. He was saying that was a UFO, but it was actually one of these devices I had put up. There's a close-up of it. You can see the shape of it. It's definitely not a UFO, right? And it's like one of those ones. One of these ones that you had put fishing wire on. But it wasn't quite the right shape, if you know what I mean. But gives you the idea. But I was trying to find that kite with the laser pointers. They had a normal red laser pointer in the middle that was shining the beam down, and he had, I think, bright white light, LED lights powered by a watch battery in the corners. And there's that reflection one. I knew I did that. So that's reflections. But yeah, not going to have any joy finding it, are we?
That's always the way, mate.
That was a good case too. Maybe it wasn't in this one. Who knows? I sort of cased it better now, though. Oh, didn't mean to click. Oh, kites. Maybe it's in here. Let's just play it anyway. Yeah, it's not going to play. Of course, I'm talking there about it. Which synced. There's one with. That's a remote control one that you can fly around with motors on the wings. Now, this was another SecureTeam 10 one, which is obviously a surfing kite. So I'll talk about it. Yeah, I'm not seeing that laser pointer one. That's annoying. But yeah, if you've not watched that, there's this surfing kite that I was talking about. Just far away, it looks like a strange UFO or UAP. But before I wrap up anyway, maybe I'll find it and put it in an episode next time. Talk about it. But I know it's this one here. Had a lot of people fooled. Who we got in? Sitting in the porch. The guy come clean after a while and said it was all faked. I don't know. You have to type the right keywords in, because there's so many fakes and UFO photographs now on YouTube. It's really hard to pin it unless you got the right keyword. Maybe this TR3B being red. If someone did a video on it. Oh, here we go. I think that might be it. I think that might be it, but we want the debunk for it. Hoax. Maybe. Yeah, I think that's the one there. But I think that one might have been a kite one as well. I was hoping to get a picture of him with it in his hands. He's sitting on the ground with the thing in his hands, and you can see clearly how it was done. What's that one on? Oh, let's have a look at it anyway. But this one was definitely a kite with a red laser pointer on it. But this one, you can't see the actual the body of the thing either, and the lights are actually on the right, on the corners. Why is it not playing? Normally it always plays, doesn't it?
Mark's asking, did you see the UFO in New Zealand?
Only on
that today
TV.
as well.
Oh, there you go. That is that same one that I was talking about. You can see the other LED light show up now. No, I didn't see it, but only on the news. It was big time on the news at the time. And of course, even though it was on two radar tracks, they said it was swamp gas. No, planet Venus. They said the radars were wrong. Here you go. This is a fake. I'm not sure how he turned on the laser pointer. Whether he modified it with a remote control activator. But that one did come clean after a while.
Yeah, that could be easily done.
Yeah. Well, it's done with a kite, believe it or not. And a remote control to let LEDs on it. It just shows how easy we can be fooled by these hoaxes. You know it's not CGI. You can see it's not CGI, but it's just a clever model using the kite. Now, does he include a debunk at the end? Probably not. I didn't see it in the thumbnails. So, which details have we got for that? See, he only got 16 views on it. So he didn't do very well. He's only got one sub. It says busted there. Oh no. Secret space program exposed. What a load of rubbish. He's got no comments. He's just stolen that video from somewhere else. So I was hoping we're going to get some details. Maybe if we search on that. So it is that one. So we just need to find the debunk for it. The hell? Looks like it copied the whole thing rather than just the title. Well, copied the side thing or something. Yeah. Julius Caesar? Well, I didn't cut and paste that. Ah, well. So my keys are not working. E key is annoying. Laser. Well, that's what he used. Probably a red one there. UFO. Yeah, it's come up with that one again. Have we got debunk for it though?
Mark saying the one he's talking about in New Zealand, this UFO was threatening witnesses, they are saying.
Oh, I thought he was talking about the famous 1977 one, was it? Or 78? Can't remember now. This one was threatening people. Probably have to give us a name of it. I don't remember any UFO threatening. But was it a recent one or an old one?
Yeah, I don't think Mark's going to be able to post me the link in Hangout because he's actually on his phone at the moment.
I don't remember hearing about any New Zealand ones. Apart from that one that Tyler showed on the plane finder where it sped across the sea in about 2 seconds. Which could have been... Oh, here's the famous one Tyler uses. This is actually a space tile off the space shuttle. He's always saying that's a TR3B, and it's not. And of course, this one here was a known fake that DeLong keeps using, wasn't it? And he also uses another one with this dots underneath. But yeah, I just can't find the debunk the daylight version of it. It's damn annoying. But if we can find one that gives us information about it, was that the one we looked at just before? What's that one there? Smoking gun. That one doesn't sound like it's a debunk. That one, anti-gravity. Doesn't give us any information on the titles. View more. No. Let's have a look at that one. Maybe that one has it. Looks like a website. That one there. What's it say? Download. It's got no details. YouTube. Looks like it's caching YouTube thumbnails. So that's no good. What was the guy that busted it? I think it was P. Warren or someone. I don't know what his first name was.
I've put a link in the chat for the one that Mark's talking about.
Pigeons or New Zealand one?
The New Zealand one.
Right.
It was on UFO Mania 22 hours ago.
UFO Mania. I don't watch that channel. Not anymore. I used to. I thought, some interesting stories on it. But then when I looked that they were putting up April Fool's jokes from Putin and the Russian guy, and they weren't doing any fact checking. They were just putting up various other channels. I'll probably find it easy peasy tomorrow. So I'll give up on that one. But it was quite an interesting one when I find it. I'll bring it up if I find it in future. Another thing, I just probably should wrap it up now anyway, but you said there was a link in the comments here, that one. I'll just copy it. Copy link. Paste it. I think we were meant to be looking at this one, but I think we sort of busted that one. We've got it open here too, haven't we? So yeah, paste it in here. It's only a minute long. New Zealand sends threatening energy to witness. I don't remember hearing that on the news. What's going on? I've got no closed captions for it either. Yeah, is that the UFO we're talking about here? It looks like it's moving around like that one we saw earlier. So it's just moving around the reflection of a LED light on the glass. Look, it's blinking different colours. Look, it's going blue, white, red. See that?
Yeah, see, the likes of this channel I wouldn't actually watch. As soon as they start using computerized voices and stuff like that, it just completely puts me off.
Yeah, it annoys you, doesn't it? Well, look, that's LED. You know, you get one of those LEDs that you can put a what do you call it, a 5.5 timer chip on, and can, but you get them from built on the circuit board from China, and it will rotate through all the different colors. Blue, I can see blue there, green, and then it goes red. But we got no reference point in that. It looks like a laser pointer that's blinking different colors. And you can, I've got one hanging up on the side here. You use them like glow sticks and rave parties, and it just blinks all these different colors. And you can fly it around, and it looks like one of those sparklers that firecrackers that you have. It looks really cool. So where's he filming it through? He's filming it through a glass panel here, isn't he?
It
Let's
does
see.
look like
It's inside the house, right? He's inside the house. Opening the window. Here you go. He's faked it, man. He's filming through glass, and he's shining a light. Like you can see, it's a laser pointer. See that? There's a laser pointer there. There's a handle there. There's the thing is sideways on. You see. I don't know if we can enhance it. We could take a snapshot of it and enhance it if we want.
Yeah, I
Why
don't
not?
think I'd bother. Even Mark says he thinks it's fake.
He thinks it's a laser pointer now.
Well, he doesn't actually say a laser pointer, but he does say he thinks it's fake.
Yeah, of course it is. It's a reflection in the window. I think I closed down paint now, didn't I?
Well, I'm gonna have to make a move anyway, Paul.
Well, and what I'm saying is a handle there. So, yeah, just give us a minute. I'll close. But before we wrap up, anyway, I was just going to show you a site that everybody should be looking at, and that's UFO Interest. I'll just bring up his Twitter page. You should join Twitter because it's quite good. I find it better than Facebook, less ads and it's faster. And anyway, he goes over some recent ones and also SecureTeam 10 one. So we go down here, SecureTeam 10. See, he was saying that SecureTeam 10. So that's me to log in. How do we get rid of that? Sign up. Oh, let's look. Oh, yeah, just click off it. He's saying here that in there. Hello, would you mind if I analysed the video for my UFO channel? So he's got SecureTeam 10 comment, and it's a known forgery from that guy, from those German brothers that do CGI called Donuts. So he's asking permission to use a CGI fake on his channel. And obviously it's in one of the videos because he's got it up here with his logo on. So he did actually use it after all. When he used it, I don't know. I didn't see it in the latest video. So recycled. But if we go down here anyway, he's got lots of interesting stuff. Here's the one that we did. So what did he say it was? After watching this short video several times, I still think the alleged UFO caught during Andy Parker TV's weathercast in Buffalo is just an overexposed insect. There you go, flying close to the camera lens. So even this Scott Brando agrees with what we said. So if we go down here, here's one that's doing the rounds now, is about this rocket, the beam. If I click on that, well, it lives, open it. And the Method Bunk is another handy site to follow. Mick West, he's shown that it's actually a long exposure. They found it as 20 seconds long, and it's actually a helicopter moving towards or downwards from the camera. So it's moving down this way. Maybe heading towards, is it heading towards? Doesn't look by the photograph though. He said there's some black lines you can see when you enhance it. So this is a good channel to check. And I don't know if SecureTeam's team has used that or third phase. Has he said in the description at all?
I've actually seen that image in the last couple of days.
I think it's doing the rounds on the TV stations and stuff. But yeah, he's really good doing these particular debunks anyway. Just wanted to show you that channel anyway. So back to this flash torch. I was trying to say it's a side view of a laser pointer. Let's see if we've got an image. So it's like they're in the wrong direction, but it's like that one there. You're seeing that bright bit at the end here, like that. But it's not really a laser. We're looking more like a LED torch that changes colors. But if you see what I mean, you can see the round shape of the lens here, where the LED is, and it's shining this way, sort of on a slight angle towards the window, and they're just filming it. And it's just blinking through all the different colors. So yeah, we'll just wrap it up on that, I think, and I was going to analyze it in the editor. That was that one there, wasn't it? No. Where did it go to then? Probably one or the other. There it is here. See, when you look at close to it, you can see there's the black torch handle going off that way. There's the lens. You can see the light here, and then it's just shining onto the glass, reflecting off. So yeah, won't spend much time on that. It's definitely a fake. I'm surprised SecureTeam 10 hasn't picked up on that one. When was it put out? Where's the date on it? 19th of June. So it was quite recent then. So yeah, let's wrap it up, I'll say. And yeah, we had a good look at things that happened recently on this particular stream anyway. So you can go to bed, Qvid.
Yeah, got a couple of quick hours sleep.
Yeah. Has it got my good night coming up? I'll see if it works this time without crashing, huh? I think YouTube's finally caught up. Have we got music?
Yep.
Oh, there you go. That's what it did last time. I don't know how many hours we've done. We've done quite a bit, haven't we? 4 hours on this one. It's meant to be a Kiwi cartoon because I got done with copyright on TV and sets, even though it's 40 years old. And they used to close it down on the analog TV. I think it just ends and stops playing once it gets to the end. Oh well, good night guys, and I'll catch you on the next stream and see if we can find that laser pointer kite thing I was talking about tomorrow, and I'll do some.
See you later, Mark. Have a good one, mate. Your audio's
So
cut
yeah,
off, Paul.
has it cut out again?
Ah, you're back. You're back. You're back.
Am I back again?
Yeah.
Oh well, at least maybe that's a wee bit better then. So it didn't crash completely this time. So yeah, so if I do stop walking.